What's up, guys? It's Tamar, it's Saturday, and this week's topic is how not to pack. I like how the progression of topics for us new guys so far has been like, week 1, intro, tell us about yourself. Week 2, penises. There's a lot of area in between those weeks that I feel like maybe I'd be more fit to give advice for. I don't really feel like the best person to be dispensing information to you because I don't pack. Well, I guess I should say I don't really pack out in the world. Like sometimes if I'm feeling really dysphoric and I'm just like in the comfortableness of my own home, I will, but I don't go out into the world packing. So why don't I do that? As a pre-op person, the question for me is, do I go with physical comfort or do I go with mental comfort? So what I mean by that is, like with binding, for example, if I bind, I'm mentally comfortable because I'm pretty flat to a degree, to the as flat as possible is what I'm trying to say. But physically it doesn't really feel that good. So it's the same thing with packing, is that like mentally I feel better about myself, but physically there are all these things to worry about, these added anxieties. I feel like in terms of what you call your parts, totally open-ended. You can have whatever you have and call it whatever you want to call it, and that's what it is. That's your call, right? But as far as where it should go, there's really only one place where it should be, and that place is not down the side of your pants. It's not upside down. It's not coming out of your abdomen like you're a unicorn, but of your abs. You should not have a boner all the time, every day. It should not be on the floor of the stall you're using the toilet in. It should really just be in one place. And the problem is, how do I keep it in that one place? How do I prevent it from moving around to all the other places? The obvious answer would be a harness, so you can either buy one or you can make one. Yeah, so I made my own, and that definitely helped keeping it in a place. Even still, I don't go out into the world. It makes me uncomfortable. I think a lot of that has to do with where I'm at in my transition right now, because I find that I'm not really... People are very hesitant to gender me in public. I get a lot of stares, a lot of looks, people trying to figure out my gender, and it's just like, I wish I could just say to them, like, hey, I spent, like 20 years and 2 mental breakdowns in order to get where I am, so in the time that it takes you to get from West 4th to 14th Street, like, you're not gonna have an answer. You're just not, so you can stop looking at me, thank you. One day I will say that to somebody, and it will be glorious. Someone told me, because I was getting really frustrated that I was so often being gendered as female, and someone told me, like, oh, well, maybe if you didn't wear such tight jeans, then you would, like, be gendered as male. It's like, what? Don't even get me started about this comment. I continue to wear tight jeans, and I'm doing just fine. Why I'm even telling this story is that at the end of the day, you have no control over how people are going to address you or read you. What you do have control over is yourself and how you feel comfortable. With packing, it's like, well, are people gonna think it's too big? Are people looking here? It's very easy to get caught up in, society's gaze and what they are or are not focusing in on about you. It was so many prepositions. Some people won't notice it. Sometimes it's, inflated in our own minds. Sometimes it is totally real and someone is staring at you in a really uncomfortable way for a very long time, and you're wondering, like, do you have special DNA that allows you to not blink for 7 minutes? I just urge you to really consider what makes you comfortable. And I know it's tough to make that call, because it's like, which comfortable do I go with? Do I go with physically comfortable? Do I go with mentally comfortable? The struggle is real. I am there right with you. Hold my hand and we will get through it together. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.